Hey everyone, it has been a minute, hasn't it? I am here today. I wanted to share a card that I created for, Father's Day is coming up, and this is not for my father, but it is for my spiritual father. So I did order the Anna Griffin, what do you call it, carp gnome, uh, with that has the suit and all that, and I just got it in, and actually I've had it about a week or so, and I hadn't really been motivated to play or to create or do anything really, guys. I don't know what is going on with me, but I just been I haven't had the desire to craft. um, so that's why I haven't been around. I have been uh, really just taking care of my health, exercising, spending more time with the Lord. That's pretty much what I've been doing, not too much of anything else. So I want to share with y'all what I created, but first let me share the kit and my ideas. So I ordered the cart gnome from Anna Griffin, the suit one, and I didn't really order it when it first came out because I didn't feel like I had a need for it. But then those occasions come around, especially if you're a card maker and you sell your cards. This is definitely a must-have, because sometimes you need those cards that are a little bit more formal. And so anyway, this gives you some ideas, the inspiration sheet on, things on how they put it together. Mine, I wanted it to be a little bit more Christ inspired, but there's not really anything in here like that. And I did try cutting out a sentiment, and my machine was just being really, really bad. It was acting up, so it didn't allow me to have a clean cut on what I wanted. But I'm going to share with you what comes in the kit. So in the kit, you do get the dies, which is great because you can make the suit any color that you want. You have a bow tie and a regular tie. And then I believe this is the knot for the tie if you want to layer it. This looks like some type of corner. And then this swirl right here, this is the shirt part. And then you have a pocket and another swirl. And this is the pocket that's on the left breast on the suit, or wherever you want to put it. So that comes in the set. And it also comes with a bunch of sentiments. So you get a handful of sentiments. I didn't find any that said Happy Father's Day or anything like that, but I wouldn't have probably used it regardless. And then you get a lot of masculine, like briefcases, books, pens, some medallions, and just different things in here. And I'm sure a lot of people have already shared it, so that's why I'm not going to share everything with you. And then you get a small package that has some flourishes. It has some corners, and these are stickers. So you do get to play with that. I cut out a shirt that I didn't use, so anytime I cut out any extras from this or any of these kits that I own, I'll just throw them in there. So whenever I, play again, that might be a color that I already need, and it's already cut in there. And then you get a whole a bunch of different colored bow ties, the regular long ties, and then some strips in here. So that was really nice. I did pick out one of the ties from in here, this one right here, because I was doing a gray suit, and but I wanted to incorporate gold. My base was gold, so this had the gray and it also had the gold in it, so it allowed me to do that. This is the sentiment that I was trying to cut out. I sure wish I had this in a die. This might be something that I'm going to work on, you guys, because let me tell you, the body of Christ is alive and well. And a lot of us who are in Christ, sometimes we want to bless our pastor or one of the elders or a youth leader or something like that. But we don't have a lot of these things. So this is definitely something I'm working on. I like the way this one came out, but it just wasn't a clean cut on my machine because I haven't played with it in so long, and I was having to troubleshoot it, and I still couldn't figure it out. I'll put it here so you guys can see it. So that comes in there. And then you also get a bunch of the slimline cards. So you get different colors. You have the greens, you have the browns, the blues, the gold, the red. I think there's other colors in here. Hold on, let me grab it. kind of was just messing with it and going through it. So you get several in the blues and the golds, the greens. I love this color right here. So anyway, you get a nice selection of card bases to play with. You also get your envelopes. And even though my card is has a little bit of dimension, it still fits in the envelope. So you get your envelopes. I want to try and utilize the envelopes that come with the cards. I believe these are to cut out ties or different things like that. I'm really not sure what it is. So that you get that. But then you also get some pieces of paper that you can cut out your suits and everything with. So you have everything that coordinates with the cards. And then you also get a pack of the signature gold foil paper that Anna Griffin always has in her kits. Love, love, love it. So here are the cards. Let me put everything away, and that way I can share with you what I created. And I struggled, you guys, because I have not crafted in a very long time. I had not, like I said, had the desire to do so. And so I haven't been doing anything. I haven't been designing dies. I haven't been doing nothing really. Well, I have been doing stuff, but not crafty stuff. Mostly, you know, like I said, it's working on my health, spending time with the Lord, really trying to, you know, I felt that because of crafting, that my prayer life had kind of taken a back seat, and that's never a good thing. That's a dangerous thing, actually, in my opinion. And I needed to come back to my first love, and that is what I have been focusing on. So you get the die, and then of course you get the inspiration sheet, and it comes in this really awesome box. I love, love, love her kits that she has, and I was, like I said, able to play with this. So I'm just going to set this here. And then I also used a piece of just silver chain, and I used these little self-adhesive gems that I've had for years and years and years, and these are the real tiny ones. So I did use these two things, and then I printed out a sentiment that, you know, I really went back to my Bible and I started looking for a sentiment that I thought was befitting a minister or a pastor or a spiritual leader or spiritual father, however you want to call it. And I felt this one was the perfect sentiment for that. And I printed it out, and you know, it's a little large, but I wanted to fill in that spot because the slimline cards are pretty long. I think they're 9¼ inches tall. So anyway, it says, "But beloved, we are convinced of better things concerning you. For God is not unjust so as to forget your work and the love which you have shown towards his name, in having ministered and still ministering to the saints." The saints are those who are in Christ. And then that's Hebrews 9 and 10. I'm sorry, Hebrews 6, chapter 6, verse 9 through 10. So I printed a couple of them out, and I will actually put this in the box, and also this, because this is stuff that I'm working on. And I did use my other slimline set that I've had. I love Anna Griffin products, and I did have this paper, but this was like an afterthought. I recalled that I had paper like this, so I didn't use it, but I did cut out a couple things, and, you know, I'll just put them away in my binder where I keep my stuff. So anyway, this is the kit that I used, and I printed out my own sentiment. I did go through the Griffinite swap because I remember some of the ladies had done masculine. There was a couple of ladies, I think, that did masculine, and one of them was my friend Jacqueline, and I think another one was Renee, I believe, that did a masculine set. And so I pulled a couple things out from there. These came from my friend Jacqueline, but I decided I wanted something bigger. And I don't own these, and this is an embossing folder by Anna Griffin, and it cuts and embosses, and I don't own it. So I couldn't do the color that I wanted. I was only limited to what my friend had sent me. Although she was very generous, I just wanted a different color. I have this awesome paper. Let me grab it real quick. Y'all remember Tuesday morning, right? We all missed Tuesday morning. I had picked up this paper from there, and this is like a specialty paper, but it is embossed. I don't know how well you guys can see it. It's a beautiful, beautiful gray, silver gray paper that I own, and I thought that would make a very pretty jacket. So that's what I made the jacket out of. And then for the shirt portion, I cut it out with some pearl ivory paper. Ooh, this envelope looks like it's dirty, and I just took it out of the box. My pastor won't care. And I used the burgundy with the gold, or the red with the gold, but to me it's more like a burgundy because those are the colors of our church, our signature colors. And I did the beautiful jacket. Now, when you cut the jacket out, you have to fold these flat back the I don't know what you call them, lapel of the jacket back. And the paper I used was not double-sided, so I had to cut this portion out again, and then I just cut it with my scissors and then layered it there. So even though I folded it back, you would still see the color of the suit. And here is where I used that already pre-made die cut that was in the set, because it has the gold and it has the gray in there. And I love the way it looks. And here's where I used the little gems, and also on the pocket watch. And I actually added a little chain that would be hanging down as if they had pulled it out of the pocket. Because these, when they would wear these pocket watches, they were on chains. And then I cut the button just in a dark gray cardstock. But I love, love, love the way the suit came out. Right here I use one of those Anna Griffin Slimline. Let me share that with you guys. The Anna Griffin Slimline, what are they called? Slimline Concentric Compendium dies. This is a very, very beautiful die set, and I own all of these that have this beautiful frame. Let me share it with you again so you guys can have it. You know, you can see the details better when it's a gold, when it's a foil paper. So there are the details on the frame. That's this one right here, the smaller one. And this portion, see, you can still see the details, but not as much when you use a printed cardstock or something that's matte. But I did use this outer one. But to cut the gold piece that's underneath, I used the second frame in that has the details. So this intricate one right here. And I did put it up on dimensional foam. I added a couple of the flourishes, one on the top and one on the bottom, that were already included in the box. So I didn't have much work to do. I cut the hanky out of the same color as the shirt, little scraps. So I was able to use actually I use scraps for most of this stuff. And then the back, I'm not sure if I'm going to sign it back here or not. But here's the inside, and I love the way it looks. I did use my gold pen, but I need a new one, you guys. It didn't do a real good job, but it at least gave you a little hint of the gold, the Deco Color metallic gold paint marker. And I use that a lot when I don't have room to add a foil frame to underneath. Like in this case, my sentiment is pretty big, and it doesn't give me much room to add another layer and then trim this down, because I don't want to cut off, especially when I did Hebrews 6, 9 through 10, I put it to the right, and if I cut it too close, then I would be cutting that off, and I didn't want to. So I didn't have the room for that, and that's where my Deco gold foil leafing pen comes in. Here is one of those gold foil pieces that were included in the kit, and these are stickers, so make sure you get a pin or something and prick the back, and you'll be able to lift it up. And so were these corners, they were in there as well. But I love the way it came out. I'm probably going to add some kind of corner pocket here, because I want to, Abby and I usually together, we bless, whether it's the pastor or the pastor's wife or whoever we're blessing, we usually do everything together. We're very like-minded. So I might add a pocket here for whatever we're going to, bless the pastor with. But I love, love, love the way it came out, and I'm going to show you that it does fit in here, but it's a little bulky, but it fits. It does fit. So you have to be a little careful, that you don't tear anything or nothing gets caught up. Really not tear, but that it doesn't get caught up when you slide it in, but it does fit in there, and we'll be able to. I'm probably going to do a wax seal. I'm not sure if I have a cross or something. If I do, that would be what I would use to seal this. But I love the way it came out. Now, if I wanted to, I could probably add this here and maybe spiritual father on there if I wanted to. But I feel like it wouldn't match. You always want to try and leave your things in a way that they match. So I'm probably not going to. I'm just going to leave it like blank like this and just add the seal. But I love the way it came out, you guys. I'm real satisfied with it. And I have to, like I said, I did struggle to make this because I haven't been creating anything at all. I haven't been in my craft room other than to worship and to pray, because my craft room is my war room. And so that's the only thing I was doing in my craft room. I wasn't on YouTube. I wasn't on Instagram. I wasn't on Facebook. I wasn't doing anything, you guys. Just, I really disconnected for months. And, but hopefully I'll get back on track, because I do enjoy doing this. I just didn't feel like I wanted to do it right now. But I love the way it came out. I hope that this inspires you guys and it gives you ideas. If you're having to create a card for, whether your dad works in an office, whether he's a lawyer, a doctor, or whatever, where, you require something more elegant, something more formal, or your pastor or anything like that, this would definitely work. So I'm very glad that I picked it up. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope everyone has a great day, and God bless. Bye.